What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about Tupperware brand, tickers TUP. This stock has been very interesting. So I want to go over some of the data points, the fundamentals, and why it's actually been going up, and where I see things going, at least in the short term. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So when it comes down to Tupperware brand, it's been one of those stocks that's been confusing a lot of people because there's actually been no SEC filings, no press releases, nothing along those lines. So it has just been kind of a very big question mark. But in reality, I do feel it has something to do with this. So a lot of people have been looking at their earnings and just seeing that it just doesn't make sense. So when it comes down to the earnings, the fact that they stated that they're going to be earning 43 cents per share in 2023, but at the time of this post, it was at 76 cents. It just goes to show that there's virtually no multiple and it's been beaten down so much. And of course, next year is projected to be around 83 cents. So if you kind of look at this and compare it to also a lot of its competitors, ever since around April, it's just been completely hammered. And in fact, the PS ratio went down to, I think, as low as 0.02. So it's been, like I said, just completely suppressed by, once again, shorts and potentially even naked shorting, because looking at a lot of the failure to delivers, there is a lot of activity, meaning a lot of naked shorting. But I'll give you guys a quick overview of shorts. And so right now, looking right here, so currently the short score is currently 83. Utilization is 100%. The percentage free float on loan is 31.43%. The estimated short interest is 29%. And based on Friday, shorts did return roughly 61,000 shares, which kind of is a drop in the bucket a little bit, because 11.12 million shares overall are being shorted. 28.84% of the free float is being shorted as well. So this definitely has everything on paper to have a fairly good squeeze, especially with cost to borrow average being 255.27%. So again, this has been one of the reasons why it's been suppressed for so long, is because of these good old individuals wanting to short and just suppress a stock to bankruptcy, unfortunately. And just to put it in perspective on what has been happening and why they are kind of doubtful about this rally as of late. So just scrape past a lot of this unnecessary stuff right here. So as you can see, so in April, this is where they started to really double down and suppress Tupperware, especially, like I said, it correlates with this. So the orange line is Tupperware, but going back over here, you can kind of see ever since this rally started, the short interest was roughly around 23.37%, and now it is at 29%. So it's kind of interesting to see the fact that they are doubling down when it's been going up. So this is where a lot of people, I think, are very hopeful that there could be a mother of all short squeeze scenarios with Tupperware brand. Because as well, one thing that could be potentially coming out fairly soon is their actual upcoming earnings. And in those earnings, they might give updated projections as far as this. And I do believe that there is a rumor floating around that they actually intend on upping their targets, so their estimates. So definitely that could catch shorts off guard. And like I said, there's a lot of naked shorting that's happening as well with this company. So you never know, something big could very much come from all this. And based on the options activity, it's looking very optimistic. So there was $3.26 million in calls being purchased based on Friday alone, versus 974,000 in puts. So based on this, people are anticipating for it to continue to trend up. And looking right here shows all the grid view of all the calls, strike prices, expiry dates. It is anticipated for the next upcoming Friday to close around the $4 range or higher. But again, when it comes down to this or either this options activity, it is just merely a sentiment. It does not move the stock price by any means. As far as transactions on the dark pool, has been very popular lately, and of course very much linked to shorting, so just be aware of that. As far as big transactions on the secondary market, last being on looks like the 28th and 27th, and they were for roughly about 117,000, 153 and so forth. So definitely that's a fairly good thing, and based on the bid and the ask, you can tell it was buys. So once again, big money behind the scenes is also probably taking notice the fact that it's been at a substantial discount, or that there was momentum building. And and they decided to get in. So once again, let me know your guys' viewpoint on that in the comments below. But based on this, looking at stochastic, it is currently at 76, a little bit more of a bullish sentiment as well behind the scenes, and momentum shows number of retail investors have just been selling everything that they own and getting into Tupperware. So in reality, given all the circumstances, I do feel that this actually does have a very strong likelihood of a squeeze, especially like I said, with a lot of naked shorting that's been floating around. Shorts just very much doubtful about this. So I think this goes back to the company itself now, and if they can actually prove based on their actual earnings or just do some PR, because I think the last PR was on June the 7th. So if they can do some recent PR, then the stock price could go up very, very fast. So let me know you guys' viewpoint on this, and let me know your guys' kind of price prediction on it. Do you think that this is going to go to what it once was, so maybe $8, $12? Where do you see things going, at least in the short term? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And also don't forget to take advantage of free promos, and that is with Moomoo. Link in the description below and also the comments. Completely free to sign up for an account with Moomoo. But if you do throw $100 at the account, you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000 plus a $50 cash reward. So this is a win-win in my opinion. Let me know you guys' thoughts, and with that said, let's all make a lot of money on Tupperware brand.